Well, yeah, I know it's kind of, I know it's kind of been a while since my, my last video. So, happy, kind of late New Year. I know it's a few weeks old already, but, okay, let me hold on a second. Yeah, I know it's been a little bit since my last video, so happy late New Year, and yeah, so yeah, this is this is like my first video of 2026. I kind of been, I kind of been lazy and not been kind of lazy and don't know what to do on videos and stuff. So that's kind of why. And I'm back on track. And I kind of want to, and yeah. So let's do another. This is another ROM hack here called Luigi's Mystic Saga. This came out like not a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I don't remember. But I want to test this out. This is one of those shorter ROM hacks, so this will be done. In like in a couple sessions. Welcome to the Mystic Land, where has been a new enemy invasion, and Luigi must save the Mystic Land. Let's go. So this one's called Road 1-1, the stairs. So yeah, you got Yoshi's Island and like the little title for each stage. That's cool. I guess another reason why I have to record videos is because I don't really have a TV to do anything. No, I do. I got a new TV a month ago, and kind of testing like what the picture stands for it and see which ones are correctly for it. So yeah, it's pretty good so far, This is my 43-inch LG TV I got here. This is a 43-inch. I think this is the Yoshi's Island cave music, but it's like, it doesn't sound that bad actually. It sounds like the actual, I think it's ripped. I think it's ripped from there. Yeah, I got this TV about a month ago. Kind of one of my early Christmas presents. And it wasn't really that cheap. It was like $500. Actually, it was $450 plus taxes. Well, they've had other TVs though. Like I did have the 55-inch, but it was just too big for my room, and I decided to put it in the living room. Now it's in my living room. Oh, I forget just died. Right off the bat. Right. So this hack in general, it's just this hack alone actually, this hack alone is. It's kind of like it's one of those like kind of basic Mario. I don't think it really has like a lot of like custom stuff. It has just Mario World stuff in it. So yeah, this is a short hack. I think it has 31 exits. 31 exits. So this is definitely a pretty short hack. I download this one on Mario Central, of course. If you don't know where I get my hacks, you can download this on. But kind of reminder though, I'm playing this on an emulator. Of course, I'm playing this on SNES 9, SNES 9X, whatever it's called. But I really recommend playing this hack on Super Mario World on CSNES because it's just will still like work it, but just probably won't work very good on it. It probably won't work correctly. I think it's probably maybe due to the audio and stuff. Am I back right where I started from? Yeah, I think I am. I can tell by the music. I think it's game ripped. Can easily tell. And this Luigi kind of like sprite is actually from the All-Stars. The All-Stars version of Mario World that was on the what's it called? Mario All-Stars plus Mario. I think it's like a rarer version of Mario. I think it's like a rarer version of Mario All-Stars because it just because it doesn't it wasn't really re-release of it was like re-release on the SNES. It wasn't re-release. Of course, All-Stars was re-released, but it was re-released, but it was just released as just the standard one without Mario in it. Like on the when they got re-released on the Wii, not like got re-released on the Wii and stuff like that. Yeah, like it got re-released on the Wii. Like it wasn't a virtual console release. It was just it was a disc game. Actually, I have that. It's just it was just something they wanted just to release for the 25th anniversary of Mario. I know some were kind of a bit disappointed about it. I guess like it's just it's just a ROM on a print disc. I think they're sold for like $30 US. Which if it's not that, it's like half the price, but it's still expensive for an older title. But that's kind of that. Funny enough, they actually released it as a Nintendo Selects in 2016, which is pretty interesting. They're all okay. This one has a. You can kind of tell this has a secret. You can tell like this has a secret exit, right? This has a secret exit. If you can tell by the red dots. I know I mentioned this a couple of times, and like I mentioned this a couple of times, and like Mario. I know I mentioned this a couple of times, and like when I ever played ROM hacks of Mario World or whatever. But yeah, if you could. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm missing a coin here. And then they released. And then okay, I guess back to my discussion. Yeah, they released it. Yeah, then they released All-Stars on the Switch Online app. Like on the SNES Online app, and it's still on there to this very day. That one, that. From all the ROMs that they remove off of on the online app so far, they removed that soccer game. As far as another game hasn't been removed since then. I forget the soccer game was called. I don't remember what it was called, but it was probably a Legacy, I think. That was a year ago. It's soccer. What do you care? What do I care? But it's just sad to see a game get removed. It's like Netflix where they remove a bunch of stuff. Yellow Switch Palace. It's gonna have to. I could see why this is probably not. This wouldn't run on an old emulator like Mario SC, SNES, or whatever it was called. So that was my my go-to emulator for a while. But now I use SES9 because it's just better. I'm kind of playing on the tripod a little bit. I can't really see the bottom. Not save. Save. Roll. Okay, danger's in sight. Yeah, because of the audio for this. Like, I think some might be like game rip, like that Yoshi's Island cave music. It's game ripped from the actual game. This one's definitely not. Like, this is one of the music from Kirby. This song, I think this, like, I could name like one Kirby scene that the song is in. This is in like Amazing Mirror and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have Nightmare and Dreamland on the Switch Online app yet. Like, it's been like 3 years. Like, I think it's been like almost 3 years since Game Boy and Game Boy Advance have been on the online app, and still they haven't re-released it. They still haven't re-released it. Like, wow. They still haven't re-released Nightmare and Dreamland. Kind of weird to me, like, you know. But I don't think I don't think it will probably be released for, you know, probably for. And I don't think it'll be released for. I don't think it'll be released for probably for, well, not for a little bit, for a while, because they got GameCube Online out. They got GameCube Online now on the Switch too, and they kind of want to focus more on adding those games than just having ones they haven't added. They'll be on there maybe, you know, eventually. There's still some of the games, like Game Boy Advance games, are still not on the online app. They were on like the virtual console or whatever. Like, I think like Nightmare and Dreamland is still not on there. I think Game Watch Gallery 4. Yoshi's Top Tour. I don't think Yoshi's Top Tour was even released because it had Token. But it'd be a nice opportunity because they did, you know, like Token Tumble. Kirby's Token Tumble had that thing. They can do that same thing here. Interesting here. So if you get all the star coins, it'll just say all. Oh, damn it. Why is Luigi doing all these work? Why not Mario? Maybe Mario's not available in this hack. Entering a Fort Frost. What, snow thing? Whoa, Jesus. Whoa, slippery. Let's see, what else is down on there? I don't remember. Well, Pokemon Pinball still not on there. And Ruby and Sapphire, of course. They're not on Switch Online either yet. They probably will be added because, you know, because it is Pokemon's 30th anniversary this year. I don't really have a prediction of like what they're gonna have, but I think, I don't know, I think the next time we'll probably hear of it might be I think the next time we'll probably hear about that, if you will hear about that, will probably be in the Pokemon Percents. They'll probably show, like, you know, I know it's about a month away by now, like, I know it's about a month away though already, but, you know, since we'll get Pokemon percent, but just kind of my early predictions, I guess you could say. Yeah, I kind of hope they, you know, maybe they'll probably show like what's the next generation game for Pokemon. I think that's kind of my estimate. That's kind of my prediction. I think. They'll probably have that. Maybe they'll release some of the older games on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. This is on the water stage now. Oh yeah. We're just gonna ask you to stay up this whole time. Okay, and then, but I don't know what else they'll show, but I think that's kind of my early predictions. They'll probably, I think the opening will probably have like a little montage of all the, like the history of the past 3 years, probably go to the Game Boy and then the present, and that's probably that. But we'll probably see, you know, a Nintendo Direct, like probably soonish, like, you know, in February. I kind of hope. They had that Mario movie, like the second trailer. Actually, I didn't watch it, but I seen the commercials on. When I was watching like like I was watching like the NFL like championship game. A commercial was on there. It was pretty cool. I don't really, I don't. It's pretty interesting. The movies definitely look pretty good. Like so far, it definitely looks pretty interesting. I won't spoil it though. Of course, we don't want spoilers. But you're okay. Just you can just go on online and enjoy yourself. But yeah, we'll probably still get into another Direct, like probably like next month or so. And of course, I'll be doing my live reaction of it on stream because why not? Even though I don't get a lot of viewers, but it's just fun. I always like doing them because it's just just to see what my hype is. It's just fun. It's just fun to see like what stuff are coming out for it. This is Mouser's Battle. So I guess if they don't have, if there's no coins and there's no Dragon Yoshi coins in castles and ghost houses. It's almost February, which is crazy too. Like, games are coming out this year so far. Like, it's already almost February, which is crazy. And Mario and then what that means, right? Like Mario Tennis comes out pretty soon, which is crazy. Will I be buying that? Well, absolutely. I always do. I mentioned it a couple of times, but I'll mention it again, I guess. But I always buy. I always buy every Mario thing there is. So I guess you can say I'm a even stuff I don't really like sports and I guess like sport games. Okay, like they have Mario. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that got overdue show like a couple weeks ago and stuff too. It definitely looks pretty good. It definitely does look. Oh, there's Mauser. But yeah, it definitely does look so good this year. It definitely does look good. It definitely does look so much better than, it definitely does look so much better than Aces or, can't really play it. I'll hopefully do like the Thursdays of the original, like 64 game, I guess. I'll hopefully do that. When that comes out. Then you got the new Yoshi game. You got Mario Wonder, the Switch 2 edition, which also got a new trailer and also a release date for it too, which is March 26th. And then you got Tomodachi Life and Pokemon Pokopia. Those are kind of like the major ones I've seen so far. I think even Fire Emblem. Okay. Luigi has been defeated, Mouser, and continue your adventure to save the Mystic Land. Be careful, many dangers lie ahead on your journey. And then I think Fire Emblem, that's kind of that. Which as of this time, they still don't have release dates. So yeah, okay, this is kind of we're in World 2 now, so that's gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.